Hey everybody, thanks for coming to check out today's video. I am going to be making a steering wheel inspired by the Mad Max Fury Road movie. I got my buddy to burn me out a Immortan Joe emblem so I could put that in the middle of my steering wheel. It won't be functional, it'll just be a cool display piece, but should be a lot of fun. Let me show you how I did it.
To begin this project, I wanted to start with the center hub. I am using this random gear, the plate my buddy Michael cut out for me, and for a change of pace, I actually know what this part is. It is the ring gear out of the back end of an S10 truck. Ha! I knew one for once. All I'm doing is centering the gear on the back of the emblem and putting a few tacks on to, make sure it doesn't fall off. Then I thought, it's missing something. I started going through all of the random parts I had laying around, but none of them were, really speaking to me. I even tried this cool wheel. I didn't like it. Until I found this bearing that fit pretty good. It just needed a, good smack, and it fit. I was thinking maybe I make a wall mount with it later so the whole steering wheel can spin, but unfortunately when I tacked it, the bearing stopped moving, so I kind of had to throw that idea out the window. So I moved on to the next issue that I was having. When I put all this together for a mock-up, I didn't have the gear in there, so I could reach in and tack everything. Well, unfortunately with the gear on there, I didn't have enough room to reach the whip in and tack it on, so I needed to figure out a couple bridge pieces. So I'm using the head off of a bolt that I had and a couple chunks of the thread off of bolts that I had cut down, just random scrap pieces that will do just nicely to attach to the emblem to the ring gear. With everything tacked up, I wanted to give it one last look over to make sure I was happy with where everything was sitting. It all looked good, so I'm going to go ahead and get this thing welded up. After I got the welding done, I actually went back with my cutoff wheel and cut the tops of the chunks of bolt off because they were sticking up past the hub quite a bit and I didn't like it, so cut those off, grabbed the grinder, and smoothed everything out. So now, aesthetically, it makes me way happier. With the hub all done, I am moving on to making the actual wheel. I'm using a 16-inch, I believe, aluminum rim as my guide, and the chain is, whatever the biggest chain I had in the shop at the time was. My plan for this was wrap it around the rim, tack all of it except for one link on the backside so I could open the chain up and get the rim out. But unfortunately, I decided to be really bad at tacking today, and a bunch of them missed, a couple of them broke. I had to go back through and do it like 3 or 4 times. It was embarrassing, but I finally got it all taken care of, and now I'm trying to finish the ring. And then I decided that I was going to ride the struggle bus a little bit more and completely space out on how putting 4 halves of chain together to close a circle works. But eventually I got it, and it actually still looks pretty good, even though I just had such a hard time for no reason. Now that that mini nightmare is over, I'm going to go through and weld every link solid, because I don't want this thing to come apart anymore. I'm done messing with it. Everything's getting welded. Then I am going to move on to the final part of this project. I am going to be bending some, this one I know. This is 5/8 rebar, and I'm going to use 3 pieces to connect the ring with the center hub. Just going to get this bent. Yeah, see, just bend that by hand real quick. Super easy, no stress. Yeah, I obviously lied. I'm not bending this big of rebar by hand. Nah, not without throwing my back out or something. So we're not doing that. I grab the torch and I'm gonna get all of this really, really hot so I don't have to try that hard to bend it. Now that I got everything bent, I am going to let it all cool off before I attach everything so I don't hurt myself. Switching over to Giant's view, I'm going to show you how I put each one of the connecting pieces from the center hub to the outside ring. With the final tacks all done, I am going to give it one more look over, make sure I'm happy with everything. Everything looks good, so I am going to go through, weld all the final connections, then I will clean it, paint it, come back here for some sweet B-roll. Thanks for coming to check out this video. If you like what I did here today, hit that like, comment, subscribe, share, whatever. We'll see you in the next one.